Hello, welcome. Time to play that Path of Exile 2. Here we are with my warrior who's been upgraded. Cosmetically upgraded. This is just the cosmetic back thing from the $60 supporter pack, Lord of Ogum or whatever the fuck back. And then this is the chest thing from the $100 fucking stupid ass upgrade called, though I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what it's called, but they sure got my fucking money, I'll tell you what. But mostly what I did why I got them is because if you're gonna buy something, so we're trying to get a stash tabs for the guild, and so if you're gonna buy $40 worth of coins to buy stash tabs, you might as well buy the $40 supporter pack or whatever upgrade to the initial whatever, because then you're going to be getting the same amount of points anyway, and you get some extra cosmetic stuff. So they priced it in the right way, where you would feel stupid not to get the upgrade pack if you're already buying the same amount of coins, right? So I think the original one was 30, so the upgrade first was $30 to get to the 61, and then 40 more to get from the 61 to the $100 one. So it's not like I spent it all at once. It was more like they got me at 30, 30, 40, like that. They got me, you know? But anyways, yeah. This is just cosmetic shit. I like how he flies. His legs turn into a bunch of weird legs. But anyways, I like the way that looks. But then, as far as like the actual character, what I changed on him mainly is if in my tree, look right here, there's a thing called Giant's Blood, which says you can wield two-handed axes, maces, and swords in one hand, but it triples the attribute requirements of weapons. So if you look at my weapon here, look at my hammer here. It has 88 strength required. So 90 times 3 is 270, minus 6, 264 strength required. My strength is 296, so I would be able to do that one. I'd be able to use that one. Only due to my new chest plate, I should replace that. This is what I was wearing just a bit ago. 276 strength. These other ones that I have, these other maces, have even higher strength requirement. They had 117, which times 3 is like 350 something.
Wow, I just died so hard. You're gonna have to help me with this, but yeah, continue.
The druid guy? Okay, I'll come help you.
He finished me in 2 seconds with some movie.
Oh, I'll show him. I'll bring my big hammer. I got an even bigger hammer now. I'll show the big hammer in a second. But so these other maces here requires. See, it says 76 strength. This one was actually 117, but it's reduced. There's a stat on here. I'll hold Alt here. 35% reduced attribute requirements. This is actually a valuable stat now for me because it would require 350 something strength, which is ridiculous. 350 whatever. And then this one here is the same thing, but it's 81 strength instead of 76 because this one only has a 30% reduced attribute requirement. I think 35 is the best you can get, and 30 is like almost as good. But then there's also this +4 to level of all melee skills on both of them. So that's the advantage. Like normally on a single-handed weapon, the max on that is lower than the max on the two-handed weapon. So the two-handed, I think you can get to 6, but on the one-handed you can only get to max 3. So because you can hold 2 one-handed, so you'd have one with 3 and another one with the 3. So they add up to 6, which is the same amount that you'd have on a two-hander. But now because you can hold a two-hander in each hand, you can get 6 from each, and so you can get 12 total. The only problem is those items are like 10,000 exalts. I'm not even joking. If you wanted to have +6 to all melee and 35 reduced attribute requirements, that's the one that could cost so much, and also have a high DPS on top of that. So that's why I went with the 4 to level of all melee and 35% reduced, and these two both cost the same, which is 10 exalt. So I got each of these for 10 exalt, which is kind of expensive, but pretty good for being like super beast hammers, you know? And then the reason that helps is with my totems, the thing that increases their damage the most is the plus to skills. Because then if you have a level 14 totem, right now my totem is actually a level 22 totem because he's boosted. It says 13 levels from gem, 9 levels from global modifiers. So that's 4 from each mace, and I have another one on my amulet, +1 to level of melee. So that's where the 9 comes from. So let's show two things I want to show is the new ancestral totem that I just unlocked, ancestral warrior totem, and then the giant hammer of the gods. These are like my two new level 13 skills. Did you get a level 13 gem yet, Sirius?
No. I think it happens after you get the hooded one, probably.
Shortly, it'll happen very soon. And then once you get it, you get one of your new spells or whatever. But so first I'll show these two new armors I got, or two new items I got. These are just in the store. This one costs 16k, 1650 in the 16.5k in the store, gold. And so I just was like quickly making the gold so I could afford it. It just has higher armor and evasion. Because it didn't have the armor and evasion roll on it. It had this 72% increased one, and then the max life, and it had 18 strength. And then I added fire resist, and I added the flat evasion and armor, which is one roll.
Your two big stupid hammers that look stupid.
And so I actually rolled the flat armor evasion value on an armor which already had the increased one. That's like the best thing you can do to get the double armor increasing one, you know what I mean? Roll the flat and the percent one. And it had max life 52, not that bad. It could be 100, but you know, this is still pretty good. And then 18 strength, the reason that's good is because now I'm like a strength fiend. I need strength. And then of course resistance has got a really good resist roll. So it's just a direct upgrade to my current armor, which was, hold shift on it. Which was
He's
much
a
lower.
strength fiend now.
My previous armor had lower resists, lower life, lower armor, lower everything, didn't have any strength. So, super upgrade, and I still need to quality it. Quality, as Sirius likes to say. But,
quality, mate. Quality.
Sirius spent all those currencies. That's fine. I just need to get more.
I know, it was a waste, wasn't it?
No, you need to upgrade your shit too, so it's fine. Whatever. You
only know how to waste.
Much? What'd you get to? What's the percentage did you reach on your? What were you upgrading? Your helmet or something? Your quality?
Oh, I reached 18%.
Oh, okay.
So you need one more.
So you need like one. Okay, yeah. And then the rest of them I'll put in my chest armor. I stopped doing it on my helmet. I got to 4% and I realized it was dumb. See, that was a waste because I realized this is like a temporary helmet I'm only wearing for the 15 intelligence on there, so I shouldn't quality it, you know? And then another item I just bought in the store. This one's for serious. Look at this ring. 24 to lightning resist. 103 to max life. 15% rarity. 15 to fire. 14 to cold. And 22 increased mana regen. And it has one more slot. There's only 5 on here. So this thing's already 53% total resist. 103 to life. And 15 to rarity. Which is, I think, a big upgrade for you on resistances, a big upgrade on the life, or maybe a small upgrade on the life. And you didn't have any rarity, but you're going to lose, I think you had some stat you're losing, the 10% fire damage or something you had.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's absolutely
You're doing
fine.
mostly lightning anyway, so I'm going to roll.
Yes.
Let me roll another thing on it. Watch it get fire damage. All right, Exalt, go. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to say bad about that. 64 to evasion rating. You know, which is... You know why that's good? It's on a ring. So normally you don't get evasion rating from a ring, so... And it'll help you reach the... You need to have some evasion. Like, I think you need to switch your armor. You need to stop wearing pure energy shield. You need to start wearing evasion energy shield armor. Because, like, right now, I'm switching it to armor evasion instead of just armor. Because I'm getting way more out of doing both.
I see.
So for you, you need to do evasion. You need to have some evasion so you can use the skill, which I have called Wind Dancer. You know what that does?
I know you told me once about it, but I forgot.
It increases your evasion rating by a lot.
Oh.
Like a huge amount. So like if I turn it off, let me show you my evasion rating right now, is 45%. And if I turn it off, it becomes... What? It becomes 45%. What? I turned off the wrong one. I turned off time of need. 45% becomes 25%. Right? So I'm dodging 25% of the time, 1 out of 4 times, or I'm dodging half the time, right? Is about the difference from this
That's a huge difference.
this buff, and so the buff you should probably get, but in order for the buff to be useful, you need to have at least some amount of evasion, or else it's not multiplying anything. So, anyway,
Yeah.
I'll give you this ring. Where are you at? Are you in the?
Right next to you.
Did you make it to the what's it called though?
Yeah, let's before I lose my portal, let's go through there.
Yeah, let's do that shit.
I cleared my way to the guy.
Can you open that shit again? Actually, I was too slow. I was like, is this the portal? Did you want this ring?
Yeah. Give it to me here.
Jesus Christ, hold on. I thought I saw it do a fucking wonky thing there. Because I was aiming at the thing, and then I had the thing highlighted, and I clicked, and I think I clicked on the thing behind it, because it was not, the name was not highlighted. Alright, hold on. The name must be highlighted. It's better to click the name than to click the portal itself. I took the wrong portal. Alright, ready? So let me
Give
just...
me that ring.
Oh, okay, here.
Let's see
Honored-
what this thing is.
the name
So
is
this one I'm replacing my
Honored
fire
Gyre.
with, yes?
Your resistance one, yeah.
So more resistance and a bit more life, I believe. And what else?
Yeah, hold shift on it.
Rarity of items.
Yeah. And then also a little bit more mana regen, and then you gained evasion rating out of it, 64.
Okay, that's right, yeah. Here's my other one back.
And now if you really wanted, you could wear both these resistance rings. Because what's your other ring doing for you? Cast speed?
Cast speed and life and a little bit of intelligence.
So 22% cast speed and 97 life. So this one would get you 89 life, and then fire damage and 32 resistance. So, because
It's better cast speed, or maybe the resistance might be better. I don't cast that fast, you know.
yeah, I think
These lightning balls.
just
I'll tell you why.
wear these two, because now you're going to be super resistances, right? So what's your max? Check your resistances after you put it on.
Okay, that's pretty decent for cruel. 45 fire, 69 lightning, and 36 cold. Pretty good.
Yeah. Do you have all your items socketed? Yeah, you do.
Yes.
And so this
Now,
is,
the reason I don't cast so fast is because these lightning orbs, look,
they do their own casting.
plus they need to, Unleash needs to charge.
Oh yeah, they do their own casting though. Like as far as when they're flying, they're shooting lightning bolts out on their own.
Yeah.
I don't know if
But you don't
cast
want
speed
to just keep
affects that.
holding
Maybe
it,
it
'cause then
does.
you'll never get Unleash.
Anyways, you can always switch back to this if you want. It'll be in the box.
Yeah.
Or will it? It's got plus chaos damage. Maybe this is perfect for Jerry. Do we need to hide this from Jerry? This is too good for Jerry. This is even better for him because he would get the cast speed, he'd get the max life, but he'd also get the benefit from the increased chaos damage because he's a witch. And it says 7 to 13 physical damage to attacks. I don't think he does attacks. I don't know if that boosts skeletons attacks. It might. Anyways, so then let's kill this boss and I'll talk about...
Use your hammer. He downed me in like a movie did. My health and shield went away in like
Yeah,
like
let's
2
show
fucking
the
seconds.
skill and then I'll talk about it. How about that? Hi, clown. Time to be clown. Broken armor, one hit. Here's a hammer, motherfucker. Boom! What? He teleported
What?
out last
He
second.
teleported.
This piece of shit! You come here for my demonstration. 24-second cooldown. I can't do it again.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's kind of hilarious. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing on that one.
Oh shit! He's about to teleport me. Where are you, fuck?
He just teleported me.
Oh, he's still broken. Okay, here's the hammer. Please don't teleport. Please don't teleport. Please don't teleport. You fuck. Yes.
Oh my god! Look at his fucking health.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes.
He's having a seizure after that one.
Yes.
Basically.
Finish him. He's gonna teleport. Wait for him to teleport.
Oh, he just killed me. That's the thing that killed me.
All right.
Oh my god! Please just murder him.
Vengeance hammer. Then here we go.
Yes. There's this little tangle things came out of the ground for a second. They go, and then they grab
Yeah.
your asshole, and then they murder
A
you.
bone wand, unique. Look at that. Do you have a identify scroll?
Yes.
Scroll of wisdom, I mean. Speaking of items for Jerry, this is a fucking witch wand right here. Bone blast, 94% increased spell damage, gain 10 life per enemy killed, 25% chance to inflict bleeding on hit. 5% of spell mana cost converted to life cost. Does you hit with any damage that isn't damage over time is hit damage? Oh shit, so I didn't realize spells can hit. I just fucking realized. Oh my god.
I had no idea. No, because when you read this description for spells, nowhere does it say hit on any of them.
Right, sometimes they'll say attack, so that's why they'll
skills. Like bolt of lightning will shock an enemy. It never says actually hit.
Right.
Interesting.
Oh, actually, when you look at the skill, look at a skill, any of them? Projectile, AoE.
Hitting, right?
Look at one that's like not an AoE. Like one.
The lightning bolt itself is should be a hit.
AoE lightning. No, that's not a hit either. Damn. But it's.
Fuck.
Does that? What does it say? Any damage that isn't damage over time
is probably like the only one.
Well, it says any damage that isn't damage over time is hit damage, which means AoEs do hit. It just wouldn't say it on the gem.
Okay.
I mean, I think is what's going on here.
I see. Fireball, though.
And so I bet you the fact that says 25% chance to inflict bleeding on a hit. Do other things say 25% chance to inflict bleeding on attack or on melee attack? Like, you know, sometimes they're specific and they're different. So this wand might be special in that it can do bleeding as a caster, which is not normal, right? Like, I think this is a unique unique wand in that way. All right, so then that hammer I was dropping, I want to show you why it's so powerful. It's just an inherently powerful skill. They just made it. The normal attack damage percentage is 3,080%. That's like the base amount. So even if you don't boost its damage, it's doing 30 times your normal weapon damage, right? And it says attack speed is 50% of base, cooldown time 24 seconds. The cast time is 2.5 seconds. That's how long it takes to come down. But it's like doing 30 hits all at once, right? But then you can boost it a lot more. And so I was going to explain this thing real quick about more damage and increased damage in this game. Do you know about that, SiRiUS? More damage. I don't think
you have to tell me about that one.
I don't think I've ever explained it to you, but certain things will say like amount of increased damage, like this wand here I just got, it says 94% increased spell damage, right? So how that works is that there's a base damage that your spell would do. Like, let's say it's doing 100 damage, right? Then that would be increased by 94%, so it would become 194 damage, right? But it adds together all of these percent increased spell damages across all of your gear and your passive tree and everything like that. And let's say you get a total of 300%. So now your 100 damage becomes 400 because it's 100 plus 300%, you know, so it's 400 total damage. Does that make sense? So that's additive. They call that additive because they add together all of the increases for one total value that they increase all at once. The more percentages are different though. They happen after all of those increases happen. So all of the increases together are like one multiplier, but then any of the more multipliers are additional multipliers. They're not additive. So like if you get that 400 damage from having 300% increased, and then you have one of those gems like Concentrated Effect, which does 40% more area damage, then it would become 1.4 times 400, which is, what is that? Or
like
660, 16.
Not quite 600, like 560 or something?
560, yeah, yep.
Okay, yeah.
And that's pretty good. And then the best part though is that if you have another more multiplier like this one here, it says minion pact, nearby minion. It says support skills remove 100% of your maximum life from a nearby minion on use to deal 40% more damage. So it kills my totem, or for you it would be your fire skull things. And then this is another multiplier of 1.4. So it'd be like the 400 times 1.4 times 1.4. So here's a question for you. What do you think 1.4 times 1.4 is? Like if you had to guess.
Oh my god. Well,
is it going to be
2
like
times 2 is 4, so it would have to be like between, I don't know, like 2 point something, 2 point.
Well, it's almost
4,
2.
2 point.
No, it's almost too high. 1.96 though. But the point is, if it was additive, like it was 1.4 plus 1.4, then it'd be sorry, it'd be 0.4 plus 0.4, it'd be 0.8, and then you'd get like 1.8, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, it's multiplying the 0.4 times 0.4, and you get 0.96. And so then the more times you multiply it, it ends up getting a larger and larger benefit. And this is how you'd get, like in Diablo or Path of Exile 1, Diablo 2, like the way you'd reach millions of damage would be to have like these more and more multipliers to, because eventually when you go like 1.4 times 1.4 times 1.4 times 1.4 times 1.4, it starts to exponentially increase, like to insane amounts, right? So that's the only way to get the damage values that high, is to have like to find more ways to multiply. And so like another example is your critical damage. Normally you do 100% extra damage for critical, but if you have a way to increase that to 200 or 300, that's yet another more multiplier that happens on top of everything else. But so then another one I have on here is called Exploit Weakness, which says if consumes enemy fully broken armor, can't talk barely today, to deal 50% more damage. This is the biggest more multiplier on any gem I've ever seen. It's 50. 40 is like a really good one. This one's a 50. So then I have on here two 40s and a 50 on top of 3,080% damage. So let me do the math on that with my calculator here. So just 1.4 times 1.4 times 1.5 is 2.94. And then that's times 3,000 or whatever. Yeah.
Crazy numbers. That's fucking crazy, yeah.
So it says 700,000 damage.
Killer.
700,000 damage. And and that's why I have to break their armor first, because then I get that extra 1.5. So if I didn't have that extra 1.5, it'd be only...
Then it wouldn't be as good.
It'd be 470. So like, is that right?
Crazy. Green Feast. I think
Goes up
this
to a
thing
maximum
also,
of double. Goes up to a maximum of double your energy shield.
Yeah. Can you give me a Regal Orb? If you have one on you.
Nope.
Fuck. Are they back in the base?
Yeah.
I just found an Exalt that could be traded for 50 Regal Orbs, but I don't know if we need that many.
I just used it on my amulet. What's this thing you got? Okay. Oh, crossbow. Oh, such low damage crossbow. Damn it. Mist Whisper. The Mist Whisper. That sounds like the whisper you missed, but it's mist, as in like fog mist. You know, Mist Whisper.
Yes, that reminds me. My username on that I created on CoinMarketCap is Shegbeshugo, which is Hungarian for ass whisperer. Whispers into ass.
Not quite same,
One
but
person
yeah.
commented, they're like, you know, your name means like whispering into ass in Hungarian. And I was like, yes. You're the first one
You
who
got
got
so
it.
much dopamine for that person replying to that. They're like,
Yes, finally. I thought honestly nobody would ever
exactly.
discover it.
No, yeah. Okay, this thing, the ability on this thing that's cool though is attacks chain 2 additional times. Now, the one thing I want to know is, are there advanced versions of these unique items? Is there an advanced Mist Whisper, advanced makeshift crossbow?
I don't know.
I have yet to find that out, and I want to know that, because then that means there would be potentially a good damage version of this crossbow. But it attacks chain 2 additional times is pretty cool. Looks cool too. Anyways, let's go back. Let's kill this last boss. There's one more boss here, real quick.
Yeah. I know it's the one dude. It's the guy who becomes angered.
Are you fighting him?
No, I'm almost here. He becomes angry because he can't find his wife.
He waited
Whatever,
like
she's just dead
100
right here.
years in front of the gate, and then he's like, he waited for an adventurer to come along to get the key instead of going to find it himself, and then it was too late. Anyways, did it open for you? Follow Lachlan. He's not even here for me. For
Apparently,
you.
in this game world, whenever someone becomes mad, he just turns into a super boss. They're like, ah, Kira! Ah! They're from a super boss.
Holy shit, that Akira movie is... I need to watch that. He's not even here for me, so he's just gonna appear once he's like... I gotta watch Akira again. I did watch it kind of recently, though.
It's a good one.
Where's this guy?
Boss, make them fight!
There he
I
is.
become the devil! Ah! Basically.
Alright. This is the hammer.
Hammer got his ass, and I'll finish him. Another unique for me.
So, my character breaks the armor now. Do you remember how I would do that? In the past, I'd be screaming about breaking armor, and I'd be like hitting him with like, break their armor, break their... My character breaks the armor in one hit now, and I have a gem on my normal attack that says... break... Oh, here it is. It says, break armor equal to 15% of physical damage dealt by supported skill. It's called Splinter. So that means now any kind of skill can break armor, not just the armor breaker skill. And this thing does so much damage that this sometimes breaks armor in one hit. But then if I use armor breaker itself, that's got Demolisher to break extra armor, and Venom and Corrosion to add more armor break. And then it itself does 5,000 armor break just for being a higher level armor break. So usually I can armor break them, and then so my hammer does a bunch more extra damage when I armor break them due to exploit weakness. But then also Sunder has a special thing that says consumes fully broken armor on enemies to guarantee a critical hit, and it's a skill that does 100% increased critical damage bonus. So its criticals are 3 times, not 2 times damage, right? And I'm actually going to boost that to 4 times. So that means that my criticals from this will be doing 4 times, and my criticals from my big hammer will be doing 3 times. But that one doesn't have a guaranteed critical like this one though. So it does. So this is more important on this one. But basically, you saw what I did there where I didn't know what to do after I hit my hammer down. That's when I need to use my Sunder in between that, and then It's almost like I do
see.
so much damage so quickly. I only have I have 10 seconds to try and do like 3 moves, and then, you know, sometimes they miss and I go fuck, and then.
Can I test something? When I run away from you, does my mana drop by 50? Because I swear my mana was like lower, and then no, it's not you. So I don't know what the hell was changing my mana amount. I had 454. Now I have 494 again. I don't know what changed it. Very strange. Oh, is it switching staff types? Oh my god.
You have intelligence on your staff.
Types.
I see. Jesus Christ. Alright, enter this exit over here to the hunting grounds. Save this waypoint, and we'll do hunting grounds next time. So...
I'll tell you why it's nighttime. It's daytime for you in the cemetery. Because when you kill this guy, it just turned to daytime.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. And now you can go do your hooded man or whatever, fucking, and heal his ass, and you can finally get your hooded guy.
Where do I do that? Or how do I do that?
Just go back to town.
Oh, it's in this area?
No, you just get this, get this waypoint. Now, if you look at your quest log, it says bring Count Lachlan's ring to Una. It's the guy we just killed, Count Lachlan. His ring.
And then the hooded one.
His ring is what enables her to heal him.
Oh, okay.
So, like, we go back to town and then you just talk to her, basically. You needed to beat that.
We did this in the first play at all.
We did. Well, yeah. I did it 6 times.
Just running through it.
So I was forced to eventually pay attention to it because I played it with 6 characters, you know. So I saw it 6 times.
I see.
7 times now, so harder for me to miss. But yeah, talk to Una, and then you should wake up, and then you should have him.
Talk to Finn.
He's very useful, but if when you get to Cruel and he's not here yet, what you want is you want to identify items. You want refund passive. You can just travel waypoint. You can just go to Act 1 in non-Cruel, which is really awesome because in Diablo 2 or whatever, you'd only be able to do the acts that are in your current difficulty. In order to make a new difficulty, you'd have to make a new game. Which I guess in this is not really game-based. It's like party-based, so it's completely different. Yeah, so now we just have to do hunting grounds, and there's that Freythorn thing, which actually gives a really good reward. The farmlands, and then the manor. We can blaze through this so fast. I'm already on Act 2, actually. I already did the...
We will blaze, we will blaze.
Bone pits. I'm on to Keth right now, so like halfway through Act 2 already. Yeah, because we want to get to the end game, which is actually different. There's different stuff there. Alright, anyways, I'm going to end it.
Very good.